Now then, my friends, we all know if you drive an electric car, then you are gay.
Hello, I'm an electric car, and if you drive me, people will think you're gay.
One of us! One of us!
I mean, come on, The Simpsons predicted this years ago, and whatever The Simpsons predict normally comes true. They even said that, you know, Donald Trump was going to be president, I believe, at one point. So if you drive an electric car, then you are gay. That doesn't include me. However, I am off to see my boyfriend Jeff today because we are off to the British Motor Museum in Gaydon. That's right, even the postcode has BJ on the end of it. I mean, it's all there, isn't it? It's pretty obvious. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go.
One of us.
Right, as I say, we are off to the British Motor Museum today in Gaydon. So that's a 6-letter word, Gaydon. So 50% of the place is gay, Gaydon. Anyway, that's where we're off today, and we're going to go and see some classic cars with my boyfriend. Jeff buys cars, and I've not seen Jeff for ages. The big question is, what car is he going to turn up in? Will it be a Volvo? Will it be a Proton? Will it be a BMW? Who knows? I'll tell you one thing though, it won't be electric. Now, I'm actually driving down from Leeds today, from my girlfriend's down to Gaydon, to the British Motor Museum. And it's going to be roughly from here, I've just got onto the motorway from Leeds, 132 miles. We're meeting at 10. It says I'm going to get there for 9:58, 2 hours and 28 minutes. However, we know this is always the case with an electric car. I've got a charge. You're going to get the evangelist saying you should have charged at home overnight. Sarah won't have a car charger on her house. She thinks it's a fire hazard, and quite rightly so. I don't blame her. So I'm going to have to charge on the way down there. It's going to make me a little bit later. I've got 134 miles of range. That'd only leave me 2 when I got there, and I'm 62% of battery charged there. So I'm just going to get a quick charge on the way down somewhere, hopefully at a charger that would be compatible with my Porsche charging card. So I'm going to do that. I'm really looking forward to seeing these cars. It's nostalgia. Everybody loves nostalgia, especially where cars are concerned. You know, like we're going to see a lot of British cars down there. We're going to see Aston Martins. We're going to hopefully see the Ford Capri, which I believe was built in the UK, wasn't it? And then hopefully some other cars as well, like the Austin Princess or the Austin Allegro. I mean, they weren't the best cars, were they? But they're better than the cars that you get nowadays. Your electric cars that are designed by, I don't know. I mean, they're just designed by people who should have gone to Specsavers or on designed in with a blindfold. I mean, they're just terrible cars these days, other than the Taycan, which I think is really nice. There are actually companies out there now who turn classic cars into electric cars. I mean, that must be disappointing. Can you imagine that? It's like, you imagine you getting in, you see a Ferrari or a nice classic Aston Martin, and you get into it ready to spark the engine open, and you find out that it's an electric car. It's been converted. It's like seeing the woman of your dreams, then having a romantic encounter with her and finding out that she has a man sausage. Totally disappointing and shocking. Although I am going to say, if you are an evangelist and you are into electric cars, you might like that surprise. Onwards. I'll tell you what, there's an awful lot of Teslas around now, isn't there? They've just become really, really common. However, I read online that the sales of Teslas have really slumped since Elon Musk has got involved with Donald Trump, and that's had an impact on the sales of Tesla. What do you think about Teslas? If you're a Tesla owner, is there any Tesla owners out there who loved their Tesla but now have got rid of it because of Elon Musk? I just don't like the look of them. They look like a cheap and nasty car. And I've said it before, if you drive a Tesla, then you're definitely into swinging parties, and you definitely go down to Blidworth Bottoms and flash your headlights on an evening at other Tesla owners. And I have said it before, but not too much, because you want to conserve your battery, don't you? Can you imagine that though? You go to a swinging party and you pick out the keys, you know, and somebody sees a Tesla key in there. Oh no, it's like drawing the short straw, isn't it? Taking home a Tesla driver. Can you imagine? He's probably got nylon Y fronts on, blue with white piping. That would be a Tesla driver. They wear nylon, horrible blue colour with white piping. That's what Tesla drivers would wear. Oh, doesn't bear thinking about. Right, so 37% of battery, 82 miles of range left, 80 miles to my destination. So I am going to have to get a charge somewhere along the way. Unless, of course, the British Motor Museum has charging points. Highly doubt it. Be interesting to find that out. So we're going to find somewhere to charge along the way, have a cup of coffee, and hopefully I need to get a fast charger so that I'm only about 10 to 15 minutes charging to just get enough in. And then hopefully they've got a charger at the British Motor Museum. If not, I'll have to charge on the way back when I've got a little bit more time. But this is the thing with electric cars. It takes a lot more planning. In fact, that's what your evangelist will say. I think you'll find, that's their favourite phrase, isn't it? I think you'll find you should have got a Tesla. I think you'll find you should have planned your journey. It's always the same, isn't it? They always think they're better than anybody else, aren't they? These are the kind of people, these evangelists, who have they still have plastic on their sofas, right? They don't take the plastic off their sofas, and they keep their plates and some knives and forks. We keep them for best. We don't use them, you know, and then they get out the Battenberg for you, and you go round to their house and their carriage clock is ticking on the side, and it's really quiet, and then there's a slight whiff of urine in the air, stale urine in the air. And they've still got, if you go to their toilets as well, right, I can guarantee you they've still got on their toilets, on the toilet seat, carpet. Do you remember that? You'd have carpet on the toilet seat, and they've probably got like the little wee protectors around the toilets. So why did people have that? It's like can you imagine that at the end of the week it'd just be full of wee? They still have them, you know, the little rugs that go around the toilets. That is what an evangelist still has. They have them round their toilets. They have carpet round their toilets. I have got a smile on my face. I'm really looking forward to this because, first of all, I've not seen Jeff buy his cars for ages. It's months. In fact, I don't actually know whether I've seen him this year. I think the last time I saw him was down at Jeremy Clarkson's pub. So I've not seen him since then, so looking forward to that. And we're planning a few journeys as well, and a few trips, a few road trips together. So I'm looking forward to that, and also I'm looking forward to seeing the cars, because as I said earlier, nostalgia. I think everybody at the moment loves nostalgia. You look back from my era, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and for me the 80s were magical. They were really, really special times of when I was growing up with my mum and dad, and they bought me, like, you know, rally grifters and the rally choppers, etc. And you look back at things like that, and you look back now, and I go onto YouTube and I look at old advertisements from the 1980s that used to be on an old TV series like Hardcastle and McCormick, for instance. Who remembers Hardcastle and McCormick? I remember the music, drive, and he'd got the Coyote car, which, by the way, is in a museum in Las Vegas, and I went to film that car, but they wouldn't let me film in the museum. They said no filming, you can only look at, you can't even take pictures, which was disappointing. So I just didn't bother going in. I should have done, actually, just for myself, because I used to love Hardcastle and McCormick. Can you imagine that now? Hardcastle and McCormick, and he's driving over the scene, you know, with the car, but it's a Tesla. I mean, it wouldn't be the same, would it? And then you've got like other TV series like Dukes of Hazzard, you know, with the General Lee. That was a fantastic car. Starsky and Hutch, that was apparently a terrible car and didn't drive very well, but it was cool, wasn't it? And everybody back in the 70s all had them. My mum had a Datsun, and I think it was a Datsun, I can't remember, it was a Cherry or something, and she had, it was a red one, and she put the lines, or my dad did for her, put the lines of the Starsky and Hutch stripe down the side. Everybody had it. Same with A-Team, you know, Mr. T, and he'd got his in his van, and everybody who had a van was putting the same red stripe down the side of it. Cars and vans and the vehicles were as much of a part of the TV series and movies as the actual characters and the stars themselves. They were the stars of the show back then. And but now, what are you going to do? There's nothing. There's no character to anything. I mean, none of the cars. To take a modern day car, even if you took this Porsche Taycan, it wouldn't work. James Bond, and you've got his Aston Martin, it wouldn't work with an electric car. They've taken all of that away. Name some other TV series with cars in it. What about the Rockford Files? I think he had a Trans Am, was it a Pontiac? Rockford Files, James Rockford, and all the TV shows from back then. And you've got name some English ones. Well, obviously the Capri and the Professionals. You'd got come on, name some more. Inspector Morse. Did he have a Jag? It was fantastic back then, absolutely fantastic. What did Bergerac have, by the way? What did Bergerac have? And they've remade Bergerac. Do you know what? Don't do it. Why would they do that? Why would you remake something that is classic like that and do it again? It's just totally wrong. This lorry's going ever so slow and I need to be in this lane. Right, anyway, come on, onwards. A more modern day TV series as well, Lucifer, with the English actor, isn't he? And he was the devil, wasn't he? He played the devil. His car was cool, absolutely one of the coolest cars that I've seen. It was black and it was a convertible. What car was it that he had? Absolutely gorgeous. If I could get my hands on one of them, I would love to have one of them cars. And then going back further in time, you'd got Kojak, and I actually had the Kojak car, the miniature car. You know, he'd put the light, they'd put the window down and they'd put the light on top of the roof, wouldn't they? You know, and was it a goldy coloured dog pooey coloured car, but it was still cool. It was still cooler than any car that you've got today. What is it? What's happened? Where have we gone wrong? Somewhere along the way we've lost our way with cars, and the motor industry, it's just going down the pan. Right, so I'm just pulling in to, I think it's Tamworth Services. It's one of them services where I don't like pulling into, because you don't pull directly into the services. You have to come off of the junction and then you go round. Now, which is the services? That way, I believe. There we go. Hang on, let's pull over here. Services, I'm trying to find services. I am down to 54 miles now and 24%, so it says I'm going to arrive at 9:56. I need to get some charging. I'm hoping, by looking at the map here, that this is compatible with my Porsche charging card, but we shall see. Right, so I've just pulled in at the charger and I've got my gay boyfriend on the phone. Jeff buys cars. How are you?
All right, my lover.
How are you? Hey, we're going to Gaydon today.
Gayest place in the country. Half of it is gay.
Well, we know that if you drive an electric car, then you are gay. The Simpsons said that. They predict everything. They said that Donald Trump was going to be president. He's now president for the second time. They predict everything. And now I am stopped at a InstaVolt charger, which will probably cost me about £75 to get about 120 miles worth of charge in it.
That is embarrassing.
It is. So my ETA at Gaydon is 10 o'clock. However, that's an hour and 2 minutes, 48 miles. It's probably going to take me now about half an hour to get some charging. So I'm going to say probably going to meet you about 10:30, if that's all right, for breakfast.
That is spot on, because my car's not going to be ready until 9:30. And I've got about an hour drive as well. So we will be bang on for gay coffee.
Gay coffee at Gaydon in my gay electric car. I shall see you there. Don't tell me what car you've got, because it's always a surprise with you, Jeff.
Well, it is. To be honest, sometimes I surprise myself by how many I've bought. And then I have to drive around Worcestershire and go find them all and see if any of them are any good.
I tell you what, there's an excellent car for sale if you want to buy it. It's a Porsche Taycan signed by the McMaster, and you can have it for £45,000.
That's £20,000 more than it's worth.
Well, it'd be worth even more if I hadn't signed it. Right,
Brilliant.
I'm going to charge my car. I'll see you at Gaydon.
All right, see you in a bit, gay boy. I mean, I see you at Gaydon.
Gaydon, bye.
Bye.
Right, let's go and charge this car up, milk flow off, and hopefully I'm hoping it works with my Porsche charging card, because I get it a bit cheaper. Come on. Right, the only issue is my charging point is that side. Maybe I should have driven in. We'll try it anyway. Come on, it's a long cable. Right, it actually reaches. It says a long cable. It's very heavy, I have to say. Extremely heavy, but it's gone under the car there. Let's go and see if my Porsche charging card works. Come on. Tell you what, I've said this before, if you are a person with a disability, this is going to be very difficult with all the cables, chargers, and it's just not easy. Right, let's see if the Porsche charging card works. Where are we? Pop that there. Card is authenticating. Card is authenticated. This is good then. Okay, Instavolt, start to charge, CCS, CCS. Please insert into the vehicle. Stopping, please wait a moment. Stopping, please wait. I don't know what's going on here. Stop code. Disconnect, please disconnect the plug from your vehicle and place it back in the holder. Failed to start. Right, let's try again. Maybe I shouldn't have plugged it in to start with. Let's pop it back. Pop it back in the holder. These cables are really heavy. Let's put that back. Says my receipt here, look. 85p per kilowatt. Right, let's try again. Tap. Card is authenticated. Okay. Now it says CCS, please insert into the vehicle. Look, watch. There we go. Right, I'm pulling this over. Let's slot this in. There we go. It says it's stopping now. Stop code. Return. View progress. Failed to start. Right, well, I don't know what to do now. I'll tell you what, I'm going to unplug it and then we'll go elsewhere. Let's take this out. Right, unplug and take it back. Pull this back and pop this back in. Get in. Right, back in the car. That was a waste of time. Thanks, Instavolt. Oh, blimey. Right, now I've got to try and get through here. It's a bit tight with the van parked there. Maybe I should I go backwards? Maybe I should go backwards. Let's go backwards. It's a bit tight, that, with the car and curbs and everything. This way. Right. Come on. Onwards. This is electric car ownership for you. And this is what Ed Miliband and all his crew want us to do for the future of motoring. I tell you what, let's just get out of here. Come on, onwards. Right, well, thanks to that little stop there, we've now got an estimated time in traffic of 24 minutes. We're down to 54 miles and 23% of battery. So we do need to stop somewhere and get some charge. Luckily, Jeff Buys Cars is going to be a little bit later. Come on, go. So we should get there hopefully. I'm always late wherever Jeff's concerned. I'm always the one that ends up late. Jeff's there hours before me in his petrol or diesel car. Crazy. Jeff Buys Cars.
Morning.
It seems to be a recurring theme that I'm always there after you. I'm always late to the party. I always get there last, if you know what I mean. There are innuendos that I could use with this video, but I won't. Instavolt, 85p per kilowatt, wouldn't work with my Porsche charging card, even though on here it said it would. So I'm now heading to another charger. I think I'm going to go to the services at Tamworth and hopefully that will work. But 85p a kilowatt, and that's now while electric cars aren't really that popular, or they're getting more popular, I guess. But you imagine when we've all driving them and it's £1.85 per kilowatt.
Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? I mean, even if you were denied it, spending 85p a kilowatt's a lot of money.
It's a heck of a lot of money. So I'm now on the way to another charger. So I'm hoping 10:30 ish.
All right, well, I'll see you when you get there, like what Coolio said.
Yeah, I'm always late, aren't I? I'm always late. Always late. Why do you always get there first?
Always be charging, mate. Always be charging. Never get there on time.
Always be charging. I'll catch you in a bit.
I'm just collecting my car, so I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit, bye.
Bye.
See, he can go and collect a car and still get there quicker than I can because I have to charge. This is ridiculous. This is not the future. It's madness. I hope by me making these videos just brings to light the true reality of EV ownership. I hope it does. I really hope it does. It's crazy. I mean, the world's gone mad, hasn't it? The world's gone mad. Right, it says electric vehicle charging. Now, they were building an electric vehicle charging hub here about a year ago, and it still says it's coming soon. It's not been built yet. That was over a year ago. So they've only got one charger here by the looks of it. Yeah, one charger. Let me just show you this, right? Milk float off, right? Over a year ago, I think it was about a year ago, you can see on my videos, I came to Tamworth and they said they were going to make an electric vehicle charging hub. However, nothing's been done. Come on, look. So basically, let me grab hold of you there, look. One charger. And then over here, right, which is where it said about a year ago when I came here before, look at this. Electric vehicle charging hub coming soon. Now, if they were serious about electric cars, that would have a bank of electric chargers in. But no, it hasn't. Still, nothing has happened. No chargers. One charger at Tamworth Services. Absolutely disgraceful. Right, back in the car again. Come on, onwards. Oh, that is madness, isn't it? It really is. Right, let's get this milk float back on. What have we got? 46 miles of range, 20% of battery. Right, come on. Onwards. This is fun, isn't it? Right, back onto the M42. Oh, crikey, the traffic's building up. So I've got 41 miles to get to my destination, 43 miles of range, 19% of battery, and I do need to charge before I get down there. That is an absolute joke, isn't it? I'm sure it was about a year ago, and yet you go back and nothing's been built. If they're serious about us driving electric cars, then for goodness sake, build the infrastructure. In fact, build the infrastructure before you sell the cars. Doesn't make any sense. Right, so the next services is about 20 odd miles, 30 miles. That'll leave me with 10 miles of range left. That's not an ideal situation to be in, because then you're leaving it, you're leaving it fine, you're cutting it fine, if you know what I mean. So, and I'm hoping then the chargers, A, aren't all in use, B, they actually work, and I don't know what C is. Anyway, hopefully we've got a coffee shop there. Right, anyway, fingers crossed it'll work out, and then we can get down to Jeff Buys Cars. Can you imagine, there was an ambulance just passing there. Can you imagine when we're all electric and you have an electric ambulance and there's an emergency? Oh, we'll be a bit late. Well, we've got a charge on the way. Right, so it's now come up with please check range, 15% of battery, 35 miles of range left. Let me just make sure I'm in the right motorway here. That's when you start getting a little bit edgy, because it now, after this, will start going into limp mode and your car will go a little bit lethargic. Yes, a Porsche car will go a little bit lethargic because it won't give you all the power that you need, because it's trying to conserve its range and its energy. So that's why we now need to charge up. So I want to try and get to this services, and whatever the price is, just put some charge into it, and then on the way back I can try and find a charger that works with my Porsche card. I'm hoping that the next services actually works with it. I've got a little map here on my dash where it says HPC high powered charger, and I'm aiming for that direction, so fingers crossed, because they're normally Porsche ones, so I should be able to get it at a discounted rate. Right, come on, onwards. Jeff Buys Cars.
I'm trying to enjoy a glorious drive in the sunshine, and some knobhead with an EV keeps phoning me to tell me about the problems he's having with his car. What's going on now?
Well, it's not sunny here.
No, it's rubbish here, but then that could be something to do with all the lines in the sky yesterday, but what do I know?
But that's controversial. We're not going there. I might have had to beep that out. Anyway, I'm now down at 33 miles of range, 14% of battery, and I have a bit of an issue because I went to Tamworth Services, where I went about a year ago when we did one of our drives, and at that point they were building a massive charging point there, right, infrastructure with loads of chargers. So I thought, brilliant, I'll go there. Went in.
Yeah, obviously, because you'd have thought, well, it'll all be finished and ready, and you'll be able to get you might be able to get your best charge ever.
Yeah, because there was building the whole this charging infrastructure. Anyway, the gates are still up and the signs are still there. Charge points coming soon. You know what I mean? It's not done. You'd think they'd be sort of like on it. Do you know what I mean? Because, oh, I've lost him. Fantastic, there we go. Anyway, technology, come on, onwards. Right, what I've done now is I've changed over to my Porsche navigation system rather than use Waze, and that's going to guide me to a charge point so I can charge up along the way. It's an InstaVolt one. I'm hoping it works with a Porsche charge card. I don't know. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna have to pay the 85p per kilowatt, etc. So we're taking the junction here to the A34 Shirley, which would be the name of an evangelist. It would be a fantastic name. In fact, the wrestler Big Daddy used to be called Shirley, if you remember. Now, where am I going? 200 yards there. Right, I need to concentrate. I'll see you in a minute.
Exiting average speed check.
Right, I've actually gone wrong now. I hate the Porsche navigation system, but it's brought me now into a superstore where I'm hoping there's a charger. So I'm just going to wing it, superstore this way, and see whether I can find a charge point. Right, so I can see the McDonald's that I need to be at, which is over that way, but I've got to go all the way up here a mile to come back down again. So, but I've got enough mileage, so we're good. It's just annoying, really, isn't it? Really annoying. Right, so I need to turn around here and then go back down to the InstaVolt. Jeff's going to be there before me. He's also gone to wash his car as well. Oh, no U-turn, so I can't do that here. So, right, I have to go a little bit further. This is fun. This is the future. This is the future of motoring. Let's get in this lane. Right, well, I am now, I'm not sure if I should say this, I'm now in Shirley. So, come on, let's go and charge up. Right, milk flow off. Let's go and charge up. Right, come on. Porsche charging card. Tap. Card is authenticated. Let's get that. Pull this over here. Right, pull this in quick. Come on, pop that in. There we go. CCS. Please insert into the vehicle. Stopping. Out of service. Out of service. It says out of service. I'm just going to try my normal card, Revolut. Beep. Let's try this. Card authorization, £45 off my card, approved. Right, now if I do that, it says view progress. That's what I want to use. Come on, press on the button you wish to use. That. Right, let's unplug it and then try again. Cancel. Transaction cancelled. Return. Return. InstaVolt. Card payment reverted. Start charge. Do that. Press that. Try again. Okay. Please wait. Come on. Right, card authorization approved. Start a charge, press that. Plug into the vehicle. Get in there. Please insert into your vehicle. Connection timeout in 160 seconds. Getting wet now. I can hear something clicking. I can hear a whirring. That's a good sign, although it's going to be 85p per kilowatt. Please insert plug into your vehicle. I'm now getting wet because it's raining. It's clicking and whirring. Ah, we're off. Charging progress. 85p per kilowatt. It's now, let's see what time it is, 10 past 10, and we are getting how much energy? What are we getting here? Output power 62.40. Right, 9%. I'm going for a wee. See you in a minute. Meanwhile, Jeff has gone and bought a new car, insured it, washed it, had a coffee, and got to the motor museum. Now you see, this is where you look. Do you know what? I'm going to have a little moan here, look. These new tops that they've got on McDonald's, paper tops, and they're horrible. Feels horrible on your... I don't like it. Anyway, now this is the part where we just have to wait around. Jeff's leisurely on his way. He's probably there. And I'm stood out in the rain because I don't want to actually sit in my car. I could be in McDonald's, I guess, listening to the beeping going on of them cooking. But anyway, I reckon I'm going to get, we're at 21% now, 52 miles of range. I'm going to get enough on there just to get me down to the motor museum, and then I can charge on the way back and take a little bit longer. I mean, we've got, you know, loads of time, all the time in the world when you've got electric cars. It's not bad coffee actually, that flat white. Right, I'll see you in a minute. It's great having an electric car. You alright? Is this what you do when you've got an electric car? Or do you go in and you spend more money and have I don't know, a breakfast in McDonald's or something? I don't know. They've got some, actually they've got some cars over there. Jags. Let's go and have a look. And Land Rovers. See, the great thing, a real Porsche. The great thing about having an electric car, now that is a real Porsche there, you see that's what you want with an engine, is having an electric car gives you time to look around and waste time. Just chill out and have a look at different cars, like Land Rovers, which I believe are built down here in Gaydon, aren't they? Or built down in Gaydon. Is that a BMW? Horrible looking thing though. Yeah. Do you like I used to like Range Rovers. Are like you put with, I'd associate them with wags, you know, wives and girlfriends of footballers and stuff. That kind of thing. Unless you've got one like my mate Daniel over in Tenerife, and then that's sort of like gangster, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna get knocked over here, aren't I? Right, let's get back to the car. Hopefully I've got enough charging now. It's just, oh, that is a nice Porsche, that is. Look at that. Come on, which would you have? The Taycan, the electric Porsche, or the red one there? Classic. Right, what are we at? 34% of battery, 81 miles left. Going to give it another 5 minutes, I reckon. We need enough to get there and then get back to here and maybe charge later. Right, that should stop it now. Here we go, come on. McDonald's, yes, stop the session. Here we go, what's it cost me? Let's have a look, stop him, wait a moment. Come on, stop him, wait. It's always waiting, isn't it, with electric cars? Wait, wait, wait. £26 and 2 pence. Miles added, approximately 113 miles. £26 and 2 pence. There we go, and it took me, start time 10:09, 20 minutes. Right, let's get this out and get back on the road. Oh, right, okay, 108 miles of range it says I've got here, 47% of battery. Let's get out of here, get on the road, and let's go see Jeff Buys Cars. That's not even giving me a full charge, right? Not even giving me a full charge. So work that one out. Whoa, hang on, where are we going? Come on. Here we go. That's not even giving me a full charge. Crazy. I could have gone into a filling station, filled up, got a full charge and been on my way. Right, exit. Let's go. Onwards. Jeff Buys Cars.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
are you moving at the minute? Have you managed to make any progress?
well, I have actually, because I'm in Shirley at the moment.
Surely not.
I'm in Shirley.
Way! I thought you were half going to Gaydon, and now you're in Shirley.
I am in Shirley, and Shirley used to be a wrestler called Big Daddy, Shirley Crabtree, because Shirley can be a man's name as well.
You can actually, yeah. I mean, you'd have to not like your children very much to call a boy Shirley, but there you go.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say that to Big Daddy. Anyway, where am I now? I'm now going to get back onto the M42. It's took me 20 minutes to put charge in, and I'm up to 47% now, and it cost me 20 odd quid I think for a few miles, so that'll do. But I'm gonna have to charge again on the way down. Right,
well, I went to a petrol station.
Yeah,
I got a full tank of premium petrol and a coffee, and it was £43.
and you got a full tank. Did that take you 20 minutes?
No, it took me about
4 minutes. Right.
And
yeah.
most of that was waiting for the coffee.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I was actually going to go to Heathrow today, but because I'm flying off again this week. It's a good job I didn't, by the way, because I've seen on your channel and also on the news, electric car fire in the tunnel.
Yeah, no, it's a diesel Range Rover, mate. It's a diesel Range Rover.
It's a diesel, sorry, it's a diesel Range Rover, you're right, yeah. Diesel Range Rover, I forgot about.
And you know the whole thing with this fire in the tunnel, right? There weren't any emissions either.
No emissions?
No, it was a diesel Range Rover and it didn't produce any emissions when it burned. Not a bit.
Wow, allegedly. Anyway, I'm on my way to you. Estimated time of arrival is 10:59. But I tell you what though, the great thing with electric cars, like in London, in the centre of London, right, is that they produce less emissions. So you get less emissions and it's healthier for the environment. Oh, by the way, did you see they're building another runway at Heathrow?
Yeah, that's zero emissions as well, isn't it?
Is that zero emissions as well? It doesn't make any sense. The world's gone mad. We've now got plastic spoons at McDonald's to eat your ice cream with, and a wooden top. Sorry, no, a wooden spoon and a plastic top, a plastic lid. So you eat with a wooden spoon to save the environment, but you still have a plastic lid.
Yeah, and also all of these plastic straws that we're now not allowed to have, that's because sea turtles kept getting plastic straws up their noses, right? And I went to Thailand and I went swimming with sea turtles, and in Sri Lanka. Do you know what? I didn't see a single sea turtle with a straw up his nose, so do you know what I did? I went out and shoved straws up all their noses for the rest of us.
Allegedly. Don't do that at home. Don't try that. Anyway, I'm on my way to you now. What time are you going to get there?
Well, I've just gone past the point where the M42 becomes the M40, so I'd imagine we're going to arrive at pretty much bang on the same time.
Wow, there we go. For the first time ever. Excellent. Right, well, I shall see you shortly. Shirley? I'll see you in...
Shirley, I'll see you at Gaydon.
Shirley, I'll see you at Gaydon. Catch you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, onwards, my friends, honestly. Anyway, let's be nice to animals and save the environment. Abide by the law and do everything correctly. Right, 18 miles. We've got 20 miles now and 23 minutes to get to the British Motor Museum. I'm actually going to be making a video while I'm down there of all the cars. I'm going to be filming the cars while I'm down there and showing you around. So make sure you hit the subscribe button for that one. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It hasn't finished yet. We're going to meet it with Jeff Buys Cars and say hi to Jeff. So come on, onwards, my friends. No way. I think this is Jeff Buys Cars. Look at him. That's Jeff Buys Cars. Check it out. I don't believe it. That is Jeff Buys Cars. He's in a green Proton. That is Jeff Buys Cars. No way. Check his car out. Look at that. That's actually a neat little car.
Oh, that was so fast. I'm so impressed.
Did you see how fast I went there? Hey, wow. Actually, that's took about 5% of my battery. That's you in a green Proton. You're in a Proton.
I am in a Proton.
That's a neat car, that is. That looks a tidy. That looks a tidy car. Wow. You're going to the
There's only 10 of these in the country.
10 of them in the country. Well, do you know what? Right, I reckon I should leave my car at the British Motor Museum, right? Because I think it's not a British car, but it's a car that's owned by a British YouTuber, right? Who does anti-electric car videos, right? I think I should sign it and leave it there, and that could be its final resting place at the British Motor Museum.
Yeah, I like it. And then we could have a plaque made that said, "This is the point where British automotive YouTuber Davey the Mapmaster finally gave up."
That's it. I left my car at the British Motor Museum. Oh no, I'm being overtaken by a Tesla, Jeff. A Tesla.
Oh no, not a Tesla.
Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's a dual motor one as well.
Have a race with him, see what happens.
No, I think you'll find that he's off to a swinging party.
Keys in the bowl, please. But they don't have keys, do they? Cards in the bowl.
Cards in the bowl. Can you imagine that? You go to a swinging party and the bowl's there, and there's only one left, and it's a card for a Tesla.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Do you know how Tesla owners charge their cars when they get really low?
End to end?
No. What they do is they use their underpants, their nylon underpants, and use the electricity and the static electricity in their nylon underpants to charge their cars.
I hadn't heard of that one, but I bet they do that at Gaydon.
I bet they do. Anyway, come on, catch up, Jeff. Catch up.
I've got 130 horsepower in this bad boy.
I don't know what I've got in this one, but you know, I've got till October to figure out what I'm going to do. So I shall see you at Gaydon.
I'm flying past you now, doing a high-speed fly by.
Oh, you're coming by me now. He's gone by. I'm going to have to catch him up. Right, I'll see you in a minute.
Right on.
Bye. Right, trying to keep up with Jeff Buy's cars now. Have you noticed the size of cars from years back in the 80s? The size of cars from in the 80s to what they are now. They're immense, they're huge. It's like I moan about when I go in car parks and say, oh, the car parks aren't made big enough and the roads aren't big enough and the curbs end up catching your alloys. And the fact of the matter is, it's not the fault of the car parks or the people who build them. It's the fault of the car manufacturers, because they've just got bigger and bigger and bigger. If you look at a modern day BMW next to an old classic BMW, the size of them are just huge. It's ridiculous. And it's all because of safety features, etc. And also with them being electric cars, to house all the batteries in it. I mean, does it make them more dangerous for pedestrians? If you're a pedestrian, I guess if you're going to get hit by a car, it's going to hurt either way. But the fact of the matter is, if you get hit by a modern day car, it's like getting hit by a Sherman tank. Right, here we are, British Motor Museum and Milk Float Off. 83 miles left I've got on there, and Jeff Buys Cars is there. Let's switch the camera on. Yeah, come on, he's there, look, there he is. Can you see him? Right, let's get out. No, no, back it off, back it off. What's he doing? What is he doing to my car?
Just giving it a little kiss.
This is... You're doing a Jeremy Clarkson. Hammond!
Well, we're at Gaydon, so my car's probably gay for your car, so we're just having a little kiss.
Kissing each other. Oh, good grief. That's taken more price off the car.
I know, right? It's been in an accident now.
Been in an accident. Jeff Buys Cars, bring it in.
Mate, we haven't seen you for ages.
Yay. When did we see each other last? It's got to be Jeremy Clarkson's pub, hasn't it?
Yeah, it probably was actually, wasn't it?
That was October.
Was it?
Was it
been as long as that? You've grown a beard.
I have grown a beard.
Nice.
Yeah, it's while I was charging.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean, what I was talking about is,
Yeah.
on the way down here, the size of cars now,
Yeah, they are
compared to what they used to be.
Yeah.
It's just mental. You look at the size of this.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Compared to that, look.
It's a dead
Look at
small
that.
little car.
Tiny little car.
And mine's got more seats.
Yours has got more
This is
seats.
4-seat, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's funny how it's changed.
Huge. Right. Now then,
Yeah.
we're going to look around the British Motor Museum. Not in this video, on mine.
Yeah.
And you're going to do one as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a look around, but you're going to do, on my video, you're going to eat something.
Oh no,
And
got to
do-
do a thumbnail.
And do... You've missed
All
it,
right.
haven't you? What's been new? What's been happening? Tell them. Come on, people have been wanting us to be back together, and we're now back together.
These are new, right?
They're new.
These are called trousers.
Yeah.
I haven't had to wear these for the last 2 months.
Trousers.
I know, and shoes and
Shoes.
socks.
Yeah.
Because I've been travelling, you've been travelling, you've been in Tenerife.
I have, and Benidorm.
And Benidorm.
And America.
And America.
And I'm going to go back.
And I've been in Sri Lanka, Dubai, Thailand and Malaysia.
Did you see any electric cars?
Some, yeah, not loads though.
No?
I saw loads of Protons in Malaysia.
Did you?
Yeah, and I got treated like a VIP at the Proton factory. That was pretty cool.
You saw a Taycan as well.
Yeah, I saw a Taycan.
A blue one like that?
Yeah, just like yours. It was quite fun.
Mine's been in an accident now.
Yeah, well, there's about 3 accidents actually. So,
right.
Are your heaters working? Are your lights working?
Heaters working, lights are working. However, I did do a video today.
Yeah.
That's gone out on the channel, which would be the other day for you.
Yeah.
Where I can either keep my car.
Yeah.
Pay 50 odd thousand, which is the balloon payment for it. Refinance it at that, even though it's only worth 29.
Yeah.
Or I can hand it back and give them 7 grand or something.
Yeah.
For the over mileage. Or Porsche will help me get into another Taycan, if it's electric obviously, into another car and take a hit on what I've lost.
It's quite a tricky one because just you give the car back.
Yeah.
And hand them 7,000 quid.
And I get nothing.
And you leave with nothing.
I leave with nothing, yeah.
You leave with nothing. And then you walk out the Porsche dealership feeling like you've been bummed. So I don't know, it is a tricky one.
Or do I go to Porsche and say, all right, help me out, pay the the mileage off, and get me in another car for no extra? I just am paying the same a month.
Porsche marketing department going to let you have another Porsche after all this?
I don't know whether they are actually.
Tune in next time where we find Lee a second-hand BMW.
There's a guy who's emailed me,
yeah,
and he'll know who he is, who's having major issues with his Porsche.
Really?
And legal stuff. I'm going to go and see him, but I don't know what I'm going to be able to say on the channel because I don't want to put myself in any. I don't need any of that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Well, I saw a video. We came past a Jaguar I-Pace. There's loads of electric cars here. Look.
Yeah.
There's an I-Pace parked over there.
Yeah.
And there's a guy on TikTok with his I-Pace on his trailer driving it back to Jaguar because in the time that he'd owned it, it spent more time in the dealership than it had on his driveway. And I just saw this TikTok video where he was like, enough's enough, I'm just taking it back.
Taking it back.
Taking it back.
Do you know what I reckon? And I'm going to put this out there. I think my Porsche Taycan is the most famous Porsche Taycan in the world.
I think it has to be.
Yeah.
I think it really does.
It's done a lot of videos.
Yeah.
And a lot of views.
That is funny. Right, should we go and get some coffee?
Anyway, we're going to go get some coffee. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications. Subscribe to this guy here. Who is?
Jeff buys cars.
There we go.
Nearly forgot who I was there.
Yeah, tell him to ring the bell and do the stuff.
Ring the bell, do the stuff, do the thing. And I've got another channel called Adventures with Jeff as well. But I can't upload on it because I got locked out of it and I can't remember where it is. So basically just subscribe to my main channel, which is called Jeff Buys Cars.
Brilliant.
Cool.
So, I just thought I'd show you this. I'm on the way back now. It's now 5:25 on an evening and I need to charge my car. It's now rerouted me. I've had to turn the heater off and everything on the car because I didn't have enough charge to get back. Couldn't charge at Leicester Services because Leicester Services chargers don't work, and it's now rerouted me into the centre of Leicester at rush hour. So I'm crawling along in traffic to now go and charge at a charge point somewhere in Leicester on Ayleston Road. I'm getting stressed out. I tried to get down there to the chargers, the road was closed, so now I'm having to come round and go round again to charge up at the chargers. I'm in the centre of Leicester. The M1 is about 5 miles back that way, and I need to get back up north on the M1, and I can't because I'm in the middle of Leicester at rush hour trying to charge my car because there are no other chargers around, and now I'm getting all stressed out and it's asking me to turn left down here. I'm getting all stressed out. I just want to charge my car and I just want to get back home. Right, got road closures down here. I'm on Ayleston Road and The charge points should be somewhere down here, so it says. I don't know where it is. 30-mile-an-hour zone. I need to charge like now. Where are they? Where are the chargers? Where are the chargers? It's got to be around here. Pizza Express. I guess it's going to be near Pizza Express or a coffee shop or something. Oh, it's there. Right, I've just seen it. It's back there at the garage, so I need to turn around here. Oh, there's a car coming now. Oh, I just want to charge my car. I bet this guy's going to turn in here now. I need to turn around here. Here we go. Go on, get by me. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. That's it. Let's go back here. Don't want to run over that cat. Come on. EV point. Right. Okay, we're good. Come on. Right, it's 5:33 and I found the charger, but there's a DPD van on it. Let's charge up. Right, it is charging. There we go. Right, it's now 5:56 and I think 192 miles, 78%. So I think we'll unplug it. Right. Come on. Stick that back. Right, that's me done. I'm out of here. I'm going home. And that's going to take ages now. I could have been back. I think Jeff Buys Cars is probably already back. I'll see you in the next one.